Hello. I did my second pre-release tonight. Well, this evening. I got home from work at 2:30, or around 1 o'clock, I guess it was. Went outside, did some yard work, got changed, cleaned up, and went to the pre-release at 5. And I kind of wanted, well, I got it, but I wanted the Emperor deck, which I got the Emperor deck. Last time I wanted the Zubat deck, which I made changes, which I think were improvements on the deck. Just fun, stupid improvements type deal. I stuck 2 Deoxys in last time and a Delibud. This time I really couldn't do anything to the deck besides add another Mareep and another Ampharos, which I didn't do. I just left the deck how it is. Because I didn't really get any cards that I could really improve on. Because I poured 2 EXs in the out of my pre-release kit, which one was the Algae, which was fine. He just takes 2 different energies, and I didn't have a Scrap. And the other one was another Crocodile, which is now an army of Crocodile. So I have 3 Crocodile now. They didn't help me at all in my Emperor deck, so I didn't put them in. The guy next to me, he wanted we were joking. We were calling it the Foxy deck because all the Fennekin and Ninetales, Vulpix, Braixen, Fennekin, Braixen, and Delphox were all in the deck, so it's a Foxy deck. And then all the supporters are female, so again, Foxy. We're always joking. There was cell phone. It's he's the Silver Fox. It's joking, right? But he wanted that deck. I wanted the Emperor's deck, and we just switched back and forth when we saw which ones we had. It was we didn't even open anything. We just we just switched the decks. Don't tell anyone type deal. But we did that, and the Fox deck is good, man. Woo! Once you get Delphox out and kicking, she's just boom, 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 knocking everything out. Well, Ampharos, I don't know if it's the only reason I evolved my Ampharos is most of the time was to get one big hit because of its attack, but it can't attack next turn. And its ability just really doesn't help when every card in it is either adding cards to your hand or destroying your hand. There was one supporter, what was it, Judge? I think they gave you 2 judges, which stuff with your hand back in, and then you draw 4 cards, which is the only time that would actually work. And it never came up because I was mainly using Judge to destroy my opponent's hand and put cards back in my deck type deal. That was my whole reason for using Judge. It wasn't really actually anything. But yeah, I think I found the weakness. Out of the 4 decks, no one got Goodra this time. So I don't know how. I never faced a Goodra or anything. But I think the Mareep Ampharos deck may actually be the weakest deck out of this group. Because Crobat's just good if you get a Golbat out and you can stall. Like, Faffy does that. Well, it just paralyzes your opponent's Pokemon, and they can't do anything. So, Faffy has that. But if you get Crobat out, you can at least use the attack next turn. Well, Ampharos, he can't attack next turn. And it's like, I think Crobat might be the best deck, then Delphox, but it may be Delphox and then Crobat, because Brexin, was it Brexin? No, it was Vulpix. Vulpix, I believe, buns your Pokemon. I'm still getting used to it. I don't actually know how bun works. I think it was you take 30 damage per turn. I can't remember. But I'm not used to the status conditions in Pokemon yet. Since this is my third time playing any type of tournament situation with Pokemon. I played online in TCGO. Not TCGO Live, but yeah. And so that happened. Me and one of the guys, we had enough time that we just had a quick match before the games actually got started. And we're just sitting around because everyone else was still building their decks, and we're just sitting here because we both basically sleeved up our decks without changing anything. And we didn't win. We never finished the deck because as we were like, he had like 2 prize cards won or something like that. But I looked at my deck after he we caught it, and he would have won because I had like 2 energies on my Pokemon, and he was about to knock out my Pokemon, and I looked at the next 4 turns, and I had nothing, and I had 2 Pokemon on the field. So I was like, oh. Like, it was like Faffy, Ampharos, Faffy type deal. I was like, oh, I have nothing to actually succeed. He would beat me by the time I get my Fuss energy or something to actually do anything with. So that happened. The first game. Then the actual tournament started. And I faced a guy, he had, what was it? No, it was he was playing Delphox. This other guy was playing Delphox too. And yeah, he beat me pretty bad. And he really didn't make much change to his deck either. It's just Delphox with other foxes. I think he took a couple trainers out and added some new ones and stuff. It's like, okay. But he really didn't change it much. But it just steamrolled me the first game. He had me beat in like 3 turns. It was boom, boom, boom type thing. I was like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm done. Like, I didn't draw any. I drew 1 energy, and he knocked out the Pokemon that had the energy. And I surrendered because I had 1 prize left, and I couldn't do anything. It was just like back and forth. Just like go, he attacks, he knocked it out back and forth. It's like, he just steamrolled me type deal. So I went on. That was the fastest match I ever had type deal. And I surrendered because he had his Delphox out, and there was nothing I could do. I had I think I did have an Ampharos out, and it just couldn't do anything. It had no energy, and it needed he had 4 energy attack to his Delphox, which it does 30 times the amount of energy on the field. So yeah, I lost. I was like, okay, I'm done. It's like I can't win. Looked at the top four cards in my deck, and it was like no energy. I needed energy. I didn't have any energy after I surrendered. I looked, and the next four cards were like such a basic Pokemon. Discard a card for to summon to a basic Pokemon or something like that. Like, these aren't gonna help me any. So that was the second game. And then we had computer problems, so we started scores. So then we started the tournament after like 40 minutes. And that was an experience and a half, like just having to redo everything. So I then played again, and I came across, what was it, I think it was another Delphox deck. No, yeah, it was another Delphox deck, which then beat me, like terribly. Actually, and then there was then the next game, that Delphox deck, I was just like, we had a couple back and forths. I think I was down to like one prize card, and he was down to like one, and I couldn't attack with my Ampharos, and Ampharos was like the last card I had on the field, so I lost. Next match was there was 6 of us for today in the thing, and 2 of us had Zubat, 2 of us had Ampharos, and 2 of us had Vexen, and we all got paired up next to each other as competitive. So it was a mirror match between all of us, and most of us didn't change our decks much. So I was like, that was pretty fun. And I decked out. I went through my deck so much that I was just like trying to get resources onto the field, and as I would get them out, my opponent would knock them out. And that's how that one went. Then the last game, I totally just made a bunch of like mental judgment calls that were wrong. Like, I was playing like it was against the Brexen deck again, and it was like I was like, oh yeah, I accidentally played 2 supporters and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I have to reshuffle, or I forgot to. Like the one time I forgot to play an energy, and I had 2 energies in my hand, and I'm like. And the other time I forgot to evolve a Pokemon, and I had a Pokemon in my hand, and I'm like, I'm making so many mistakes in this match. But it's the 5th game in a row for me. I'm like, I'm just tired. So, yeah, I lost that one because, again, it was Brexen, and just steamrolled over me once they got started. And oh, by the way, this was probably the most expensive pre-release I am ever gonna see. By the way, because when we first opened up the packs for the pre-release packs, the guy next to me who wanted the Brexen deck got special illustration. Well, AZ. What was it? I don't remember what the name is. AZ's training or something like that. I can't remember. But the AZ, he got the special illustration, well, AZ card. The guy across from him, on the other side of the table, got the gold Greninja, which is like pretty impressive. So, right there, that's that. I think 2 people poured 2 4-hearts. There were illustration rails. I poured probably the worst cards out of the set, which were the these two cards. Out of all the pours, there was two that were poured. But I was the one who got two EXs in my things. Well, most people got one. But the end of the night, we got our prize packs, and one of the other guys, though, poured the special illustration rail Greninja. So we got the gold Greninja and the special illustration rail Greninja and a special illustration rail AZ. And I think someone got medical rails or one of those illustration rails. It was just one of those things like everyone got something. I got out of the prize packs, I got a Gourgeist, which I like Gourgeist. He's probably in my 200 top 200. Probably higher than that, probably closer to 125 or so. Favorite Pokemon. So, yeah. But I was more impressed about the fact that it's like three of the guys that I've been getting along with, they all poured like extremely good cards. The one guy who poured the gold Greninja, he's not even from my area. He's just sewed up because he was in the area. And I was like, oh, I have time. I want to play. But he's like an hour away from me. And he poured the gold Greninja. He was filming it. I don't know if he's going to post it on YouTube or what, or Instagram or whatnot. He didn't say. He was just doing it. So he was across from me. So I'm in a video with the guy pouring a gold Greninja. So whatever works, right? But yeah, I enjoyed that. And that was pretty cool seeing Greninja and special illustration rail Greninja. Like, Greninja's gonna, you hold on to Greninja, it's just gonna go up in price. So that's cool. They're the two biggest hits in the box. So again, no one poured the special illustration rail, just the illustration rail, Crobat. That's like the only card I really want besides the Ampharos is Crobat and then Ampharos out of the set. But I had fun. I got Paxing. Got some good cards. Well, I didn't really get good cards. I just got a bunch of Crocodiles that I couldn't use in decks. Even though I could have used one of them yesterday with Grimsby. With the Crobat, they give you a Grimsby, and the judge was like, yeah, we'll count that as a basic thing, so you could summon it. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to summon it. It's like, okay. But I didn't play it because first off, I wanted to play Deoxys. Second off, I wanted to play Delibird and Zubats. Because Zubats is my favorite Pokemon, so actually Delibird's in like my top like 150 or 200. And Deoxys is in like my top 25, so I still need one more Deoxys form. I was looking through all my Deoxys. I have like 3 attack, 3 normal, 2 defense. I got 2 defense and 2 speeds. So I'm positive I had a special, but I gotta go double check. But I think I need one more Deoxys now, and I have all the Deoxys, which again I like. I kind of wish they had that. Like, I poured 1 Deoxys in the pre-release, and I couldn't use it. Like there was one thing where the guy next to me was Brexton. He wanted my Fennekin, like reverse foil Fennekin for his deck. He only played 4 Fennekin. And he's like, he's like, can I have your reverse foil Fennekin? I'll just give you a Deoxys. Like, yeah, okay. So we did that. He just added the Fennekin, and he was gonna get. I think he also gave me a Mareep. No, did I pull the Mareep? I can't remember. But yeah, I have Mareep and reverse foil Mareep in my deck, so that was that. But that was basically my night. The highlights were seeing Gold Greninja and SIR and the 2 SIRs, especially SIR Greninja. But there was only six of us tonight instead of like the 13, 14, whatever was on Saturday. But that's still, I guess, a good crowd because we just rotated on one table. Because there was another table that was playing Dungeons and Dice thing that was going on. And another table that I think they were just hanging out doing random. I don't think they were actually doing anything. I think there was 2 people playing Magic the Gathering, 2 people like doing crafts, and another person just like watching TV or something like that. I was like, they're just hanging out over there talking and stuff. I had fun. I look forward to the next pre-release that comes out, which is the Darkrai deck set. But I don't know what's in that yet, so I'm definitely going because right now pre-release is the only way I'm getting Pokemon cards. I pre-ordered a couple of sets from Ascended Heroes and bought one of the Elka ones the other day. Got nothing. And I found that one first partner pack. But yeah, right now pre-release is the only way to get Pokemon cards. I'm doing it. Maybe eventually I'll have enough cards to actually build a deck. Like, I could build an Ampharos deck that doesn't really do anything. I could build that Crobat deck. Like, I bought all those Crobat cards. I could probably use Team Rocket's Crobat still. I'm not really sure. But, yeah. I had fun. I'm gonna go back. Hopefully I won't make mistakes with the last game, but that was 5 games I played, and I was like, I'm so... Like, I think I even had it where I was like, I used Ampharos' attack, and then forgot that I used his attack once. So like, that was... And my opponent was like, you can attack. I was like, I forgot about that. That's not the paralyzing one. Like, why do they always like make Ampharos like kind of weak? Like, one attack and you can only use that attack once the time. You have to switch them out. By the way, we only don't give you one software and one switch in the deck, in the pre-release deck. So you won't be able to switch your Pokemon that you need to switched out. But yeah, I had fun. I'd like to go again. It's so much easier than though there was a card store that was 30 minutes away from me. I used to go on Thursdays because it was across from my job. I used to go down. That's where I buy all my comics. But that place moved to about 45 minutes from me, and I'm like, I can't do that anymore. I'll go down maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. And of course, last month I spent like $100 in comics. Oh. But yeah, having it so well, it's literally like 10 minutes from my house. I'm like, I walk from my house down to, honestly, my old job. I used to work there as a kid. I was a dishwasher in this place, and they bought it. Now it's a trading card store. So that was something. I used to wash dishes at this store. The bosses all hated me. I did literally nothing wrong. They just didn't like me. Like, they would blame me for everything. It was terrible. That's probably my least favorite job I have ever had. I was working at that place, like the restaurant. But yeah, it was fun. Being back in that building's fun. So, I didn't pre-order anything, so I probably should have pre-ordered something, but I'm like, nah, I'm happy where I am. I got what cards, played a couple games. I'm not planning on actually playing any actual games at this moment in time. I'll just do the pre-release, which it's kind of random what you get. Surprisingly, no one played the Greninja or the AZ because no one put the Fouette. So, the AZ looks good, but doesn't help if you don't have the Fouette. Except for the stadium. You need the stadium to help you play with Fouette, but yeah, I did that. I had fun today. I've been going all day today, though. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning. I got up, went to work, got home at like, did my backyard, got washed, and went right back out. Came back home. This is why this video is going up late. Because I came home and my sister was at 8 o'clock. I came home at like 8 o'clock, and my sister was like, "You wanna go out for some food?" I'm like, yeah, I guess I'll go out for some food since I haven't had anything since 5. Then I got home and I walked around my block a couple times, and then my neighbor came out and we were talking for a bit. So it's 11 now, and I just got in about 10 o'clock, got situated, and now I'm like, I can make a video. So, yeah. Busy day. I'm tired. And I'm running on 4 hours of sleep. At least it's not the 2 hours of last pre-release. I was on 2 hours. Whew. Dude, if I stay awake, I'm awake at night. So, might be one of the reasons I make bad decisions when I play card games. Like, playing an entire Ampharos deck, which was just Ampharos. The pure deck. I did add my foil energies in. Biggest mistake I probably ever made was opening the set that had that foil energy in it. Yes, that came out of a Plasma Zapdos deck, where you got the 2 Zapdoses. Well, there was an arrow pack with that. I had an arrow one. I bought for $15. Or was it? Yeah, I think it was $15 I bought that for. And that was on my old YouTube channel. I opened it and it got no views. But it had free Zapdos instead of the Jolteon that you get. You should have got 2 Jolteons. I got 1 Jolteon and an extra Zapdos. Which was, for me, I'm like, free Zapdos, awesome! Especially now, I believe that Zapdos is actually kind of expensive. I don't remember, but I'm not selling that deck. I actually have it complete upstairs except for the energies. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm just had fun. Got to see some cool cards. Got to see Brexton beat me over and over again. I think that was 4 times I faced that. And Emperor's only faced once. Yeah. I didn't even face the Crobat. It was it's the one guy. I faced the one guy twice who had the Brexton. And then I faced the other guy twice who had the Brexton. And then I faced the Emperor's deck. So, yeah. But again, I had fun. I don't know how going third place, being last, will give me how that works with the score. Like I know you get me. I am new to this, so I don't know what the badges mean and stuff like that, but I got second place last time, so. But yeah, I'm just like, I'm happy. Happy I got the Gourgeist. That was the one I actually wanted. Would like to get the 4 Gourgeist. Don't know if they have an illustration of that. Not sure. But yeah, that was my night. Oh, day. Yeah. I hope you guys have a wonderful time. I actually might just upload this video tomorrow. So I'm not going to do it tonight because I'm tired. I'll just upload it tomorrow and just be like, boom. So you don't hear Tuesdays. It'll be uploaded Tuesday instead of Monday. And it would be probably in the afternoon or something like that when I'm like watching YouTube videos. I can have it uploaded. Yeah. I still had fun. It was. One of my cats. Oh, she's over now. My 3-legged cat. Can you see her? Let's see it. She's scratching her neck with the tail because she can't reach it with her leg. It's so sad. But I will fall. And I also notice I have like this scratch here. It's like pimples and stuff. But I think it just actually started off as a scratch. But yeah, I'm going to bed now. See ya.